So we
Oh no. Uh-oh.
yeah,
She's
she's
back again.
She's back. Let's check it out.
Hello, guys. It's Cat here. Cat here. I'm Cat here. Getting on, people. It's that time again. It's 4:20 in the morning, and I can't
shit,
sleep.
man. 420.
Fucking weed.
Oh, snap. Yo, this bitch is smoking herb, son.
I made it, almost made it through that time frame. So I've been up for, I don't know, since 3. It's 4:20 now.
Thank you for the update.
Oh, she is smoking weed. She really is.
Snap, bro.
And I should mention the reason why I do the cannabis thing. It's mainly for 3 reasons.
Okay.
To make me cough on purpose.
Oh yeah, that's why I love coughing.
Why would you want to cough on purpose?
To cleanse, bro? The nano poisons.
I got it.
So I can clear my lungs and breathe.
By the
That's
way,
not how it works, I don't think.
the fucking rationalizing that people do so they can do their chosen fucking drugs or their chosen vices. Stop wasting energy. Stop wasting all this energy trying to rationalize why you do something you enjoy. I love to smoke weed. I smoke weed all the time. I've never in my life been like, I have to smoke weed. If I don't, my chakras get all misaligned, and then like I can't properly sleep if I don't have weed. Yes, because you're addicted to weed. Just say, you know what? Because I like it. The problem is that this woman has been pissing and moaning about how Owen Benjamin's the reason her life is so fucked up right now.
Correct.
He's the reason, not all the decisions she's making. I can't afford to stay in a room. I'm living in my car, but I have weed money. Like, these are the kind of things that make me not have any empathy for people. Just, you know, if there's dudes right now, like that David guy, that you could go like, hey, man, like, you know, like, you think that David guy bitches that he's living in the streets? He's probably like, man, I'm good. I had a sandwich earlier. I got an ice cold beer. I'm going to go out and try to get some more money for beer. Any kind. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, he's not going around going, oh, I'm in this situation because of some guy on YouTube. It's his fault that I've made this series of decisions.
You know what kind of sandwich I like?
Any kind.
Turkey.
Oh, that would be funny.
That's the only
where he
thing
draws the
he's
line.
very specific
Yeah,
about.
I don't eat that ham shit.
Get that
I don't
shit
mess
out of my
with
face.
pork.
People don't understand this. That's a good thing. It's expectorant.
Is that like a Harry Potter thing, or?
I don't know. She's probably quoting from the Necronomicon.
I got it.
It makes you cough. It makes you cough. It's not that word. It's actually a different word, but anyway.
Justin K says, I can't wait to see if getting high makes the list of reasons.
I don't think so.
Here, guys, let me do what she's doing, but I'll be more honest with you.
Hey, Mike, why is it you smoke weed?
So it gets me high, and
That's it?
life is unbearable lately.
Got it.
You go, oh, well, that makes sense. I like to make myself cough.
It is that, though, because you're expelling the mucus and the whatever your fluids and stuff that you don't need, and it carries away all the toxins and stuff.
Okay.
And if you're wearing a mask, you breathe out those toxins. You breathe in. We should be getting fresh air, but we're not.
You know what else? You know what else cleans out your system? A nice cup of hot coffee. A nice cup. Oh no, I know you dip the toxins in the coffee. Just hot chocolate, tea. How about this? Just hot water with lemon. These are all any hot liquid. You can drink enough of it, and you'll start coughing up everything. Like, that's literally why they tell you when you're sick to go have some hot tea or have a hot cup of water with lemon, because it just and everything comes out. But you know, you want weed, and I know, just smoke your weed.
but you get air in you, and it filters, it goes through your body, out in your lungs and everything, and then you breathe out. And with it, all that toxins come out. And then if you have a mask on, stopping it and blocking it, you're breathing back your own toxins repeatedly, every single minute that you're breathing.
Skipping ahead here.
Those friggin' cops in Sandpoint took mine. And then somebody that offered me help on here
Offered you
recently
drugs.
has kind of disappeared now, I guess.
Probably because you threw away the $50 McDonald's card they gave you.
Yeah, or maybe it was just one of the trolls fucking with you.
That's true.
You know, like there's a million reasons why, but also you probably shouldn't be relying on one person on you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just rely on random YouTube folks to bail you out of a jam.
Was claiming to be a bear, but he works for the sheriff's department, or that's where he sent me, telling me, if you're listening to this, I don't know if I should say your name or not. I won't say it, but he led me to offered me a place to stay on a farm in Sandpoint.
And he sent her to the sheriff's department.
I think that's what happened, yeah.
Then we emailed back and forth, and he said we could meet like in a public place.
At the sheriff's
and
department?
he was wanting my services for him and his family. They're into healing, and would pay me, very well to do massage and I don't know, maybe do haircuts or whatever they want. Not whatever they want.
Jack of all trades, this lady.
First off,
I mean, I do have limits and boundaries and stuff. But then I get this email from him saying to just meet him at the sheriff's department. Like he works at the sheriff's department. I don't know. It started to sound like some kind of setup.
what gave it away, lady? The sheriff's department part? Come on, lady.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, man. Oh.
But I know the sheriffs are better than the cops. I don't know about here. There's a lot of things in Idaho I don't like. Probably the only thing I do like is the potatoes.
Idaho does have good potatoes.
Yeah, I mean, but other places do too.
Yeah, it's true.
Like some places make good potatoes and also have other cool things.
You know you can live in other cities and have potatoes from Idaho anyway? If you
Yeah,
wanted
do you
to?
know they have these things called trucks?
Yeah.
They bring them right over on the truck.
The rest of them are a bunch of spud heads.
I didn't think she was going to be so naughty.
I thought you said you liked the potatoes. Now all of a sudden you don't like the potatoes?
Jeez.
Is-
Make
I
up your
mean-
mind with the potatoes,
Oh,
please.
I love the potatoes. By the way, you're a bunch of spud heads. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to guess that's a compliment based on your prior statement about potatoes.
From Hollywood and New York and California and all around, all these millionaires or rich snobs here with their attitude.
In Idaho?
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, Royce. You know, I like to consider myself well-traveled. And I will say that the people of Idaho, they really think who the fuck they are. You go to Sandpoint, Idaho, and I mean, everybody there really puts on airs. They really are fucking highfalutin.
They're holier than thou.
Imagine going into a diner full of a bunch of farmers just having a nice little lunch.
calling
in
them
the diner,
millionaires?
And you're like, hey, I guess you all think you're better than me. And they're all just quietly eating like, I don't know who this man is.
What is this person doing?
I just wanted a nice cup of coffee.
Oh, it's just disgusting. Oh man, there's just so much weird. And now they're doing shit like I bought a pair of Kodiak boots. Kodiak, did you hear about that? Kodiak.
No,
Okay,
I don't think a registered corporation heard you.
I doubt it.
Pair of Kodiak boots. That person will know who I'm talking to. And they're like $200 boots, and I don't ever spend that kind of money on myself because I don't have it. Well, they were on sale for like
a great
100
story.
and I don't know, whatever.
So you're living in your car, you're homeless, you're having issues eating food, and you're spending money on Kodiak boots?
Yeah, dude, it's never a bad time for new boot goofing.
Oh, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
even if you're living in your car in the snow, got to be new boot goofing.
3 payments.
Tell her I'll send you. She's like, well, I should contact her. Go, look, I'll send you money, but you got to do the new boot goofing sketch.
That's fair.
Hup.
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 Being $170 with the tax.
Wait, the boots were $100, but ended up being $170 with the tax? I mean, I don't know.
Deal.
Well, okay, but I think she may have the tax rate in Idaho incorrect. I don't think it's $70 for a $100 purchase.
Look, let me ask you something. Are you certain?
It's a 70% tax rate.
I didn't ask. I asked, are you certain? With a 100% certainty, do you know for a fact that the sales tax in Idaho isn't 70%?
No, I mean, of course I don't know.
She's there.
Oh, no, you're right. I guess I don't know.
She's physically there.
That's fair. I don't know, but
gotta trust the science.
I'm going to
Royce.
doubt that it's not a 70% tax rate.
I'm using COVID logic. I gotta trust the experts, Royce. She's there.
Okay.
Okay.
I
it's
mean,
just
fair enough.
Like when we used to have to trust the nurses when they were like, no, we're overrun. It's like 28 days later in this hospital. And then it turned out they were making TikTok videos and showing their titties on Reddit. But we had to believe them, Royce, because they were there and we weren't.
The sales tax in Sandpoint,
Bet it's so
Idaho
low.
is 6%. So it should have been
Well below the national average.
Should have been
yes.
$6.
And the first thing I should have been aware, well, the leather thing, that whole little, they were leather boots, so that's all I get. And they were salt resistant and everything, and I needed boots to keep my feet warm. I did not have warm shoes or boots. And I was getting that frostbite thing. My toe feels better now that I've been in the warmth.
Well, you got weed, though.
That's the thing I'm always thinking about, too. It's like, you were able to afford weed, though?
Like, I've, in the past, made sacrifices for addiction, right? And I see people do it all the time, and I try not to judge people, right? You do what you got to do, okay? Nobody can tell another person, like, hey, I know what you need, right? So maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe you do need weed to cope with life. I don't know. It's not my business, right? And I don't care if you go, look, man, I didn't, I didn't pay my credit card this month because I got weed. And you go, all right, well, you want to pay interest on that, and that's your thing. You want to stay maxed out. That's fine. That's your business, right? But don't make excuses for other shit. Like, don't have money for weed and then leave your house behind and not pay your bills, but then tell me that you're living in a car and it's Owen Benjamin's fault. Like, that's the shit I can't stand. I don't look down on people for making bad decisions. We've all done it. We all will do it in the future. But you do it and you live with it and you go, okay, this is my bed. I've made it. I'm going to lay in it. But this lady is just like, everything bad that happens to me is Owen's fault. And by the way, isn't it Owen's community that you're now grifting off of?
Yes, correct.
So shouldn't you be a little grateful for that?
When we got on about the manager, because I was telling her to call her and everything, and she wouldn't. And so I'm like,
Toxins are coming out.
She's getting the toxins out.
Stuck with these boots.
So she tried to return the boots.
She said to me at the end of the thing, and that's when I just fucking left. She
Because
said, well,
you probably wore them. You walked around in the snow and the salt and the sleet.
And then got fucked up, yeah.
And then you're probably a gross, smelly 69-year-old homeless lady who's babbling, smells like weed, and is a fucking mess and lives in your car. And you came back and went, I want to return these boots. And they were like, these boots are destroyed, lady. They've been on your disgusting feet. Nobody wants to. I can't now restock these and get the money for them. Like, you know, like you bring something back, you're supposed to bring it back in good shape and go like, hey, this didn't fit or whatever.
the manager won't return them either. So she was going to have me stay there until Monday. This was last week. So it cost me, you know, like it was going to cost me two more days of staying at, you know, or whatever, just because of that. So I had to leave with them. I'm still wearing them, but I have to make sure that thing's out of the way. I'm going to have to try to, I don't know if I should cut it out or staple it or whatever.
If you staple it, you're definitely not going to take them back. Yeah.
But
is it still covered under warranty? I made alterations. By the way, Tampered Goods has a good line. He says, she's an energy vampire. I used to hear that term all the time, except it was psychic vampire, but it's the same.
Yeah.
Psychic vampire is the same thing. It's just, it's people who will just suck the energy and everybody's fucking happiness out of the room. They really are like a black hole of psychic energy where they just, if you're around them, all of a sudden you find yourself being like, and this isn't fair, and then you're like, it's because you're around this person. They're literally draining you of your good energy, and just you end up being miserable. And guess what? They're a black hole. They never get happier. It really is fucking crazy, dude.
Well, I have T-Mobile. They've been the best thing. You know, I've been with them for 17 years.
Did you do the old I'm going to kill myself routine?
Yeah, but with her, it was probably real.
One. But as far as the internet companies go, they are screwing people all the time and then try to call them to talk about it and you can't get through. Tell me you don't sit there and go through a run around.
Do you have a router in your car?
Yeah,
Are you
that's
running
what
a
I'm
modem out of your
That's
fucking,
what I'm trying to
your
understand.
fucking 2009 Honda Civic has a router in it?
So here we go. Now we get a little better here.
This nonsense going on. I mean, it's really happening. They're doing it. It's being done to us. I just have, because I eat so well and I detox and I fast.
And I live in my car and I have frostbite and I drove into a ditch. And I moved from California to Idaho because somebody from Sullivan's and Son lives there in the woods. And because I ambushed him at the post office and because he thought I had a gun.
And because even after all of that, even though I'm a pothead who lives in a car, I'm still too good to eat McDonald's. That somebody offered me for free out of the kindness of their heart.
And keep myself clean and pure, which clears up your third eye. Your pineal gland actually starts to decrust and break down. And then you can see things.
Yeah,
that's how we should be, but people are polluting themselves.
What if, and this is just a thought, lady, what if you're suffering from a combination of psychosis, borderline personality disorder, and now malnourishment, and that maybe the things you're seeing aren't real? See, I could imagine living in your car in the wintertime in the cold, not having food and being all stoned and being alone for days on end and not having anything to do, and then giving yourself taking all these weird supplements instead of eating food. Maybe, just maybe, you're going fucking crazy.
Nah, it's the nuggies.
But she doesn't eat the nuggies.
Well, even thinking about eating nuggies is affecting her.
The nuggies would be the healthiest thing this woman decided to do
Any
right
sort of food would be great for her right now, yeah.
To the max, as they talk about drug addicts when they're a drug addict. You have to realize that the food they're serving up to you is poison.
This is the thing that I think is funny. They talk about drug addicts when they're the drug addicts, and she's saying, but I love it. And again, look, I don't smoke weed anymore. I stopped for over a year now, but I did a lot. I mean, I smoked a lot of weed. Okay, I've been very clear about that. I have, and I have no issue with weed. I have no fucking problem with it. I honestly think it should be legalized. I have no problem with it. But I hate people that smoke fucking a ton of weed all day and go, fucking drug addicts. It's like you're addicted to something. In my case, it's food, for example. Everyone's addicted to something. So let's not fucking pretend like, you're better. Weed's actually medicine, man. No, it's not. It's not medicine.
If you take anything that has psychoactive components in it on a regular basis, you are addicted to it. Mm-hmm. That's if there's a thing that you can take and it provides you with some kind of an altered state, and you take that thing every day, you have an addiction. I don't care if it's like literally like there's lesser drugs. There's caffeine. There's, you know what I mean? Caffeine is a drug, and there are people that pound energy drinks all fucking day, and especially ex-junkies. Like you'll see that shit. People that went to rehab and they really did clean their life up, but boy, are they going to be chimney smoking cigarettes and pounding bang energy drinks. That's how you can spot an addict, by the way. The guy that always has coffee and a cigarette, you're like, that guy used to do so much cocaine.
Some of this stuff, there's funguses, there's insect parts even. There's like forming insects, like their wings and stuff like that. You can actually see that stuff. Oh, there was a guy, no, he don't suffering from this that talks about it, but he's doing it to collect money from everybody.
And what
People
are you doing
literally
exactly?
supporting that man, and he's
Oh, so she's talking about Owen.
not giving him any information. He's not researching it or anything, so I can't count him.
But you loved him. You loved him. You
You-
drove all this way for him to help him. You wanted to be with him, and then he said no, and then all of his flaws were suddenly apparent right there in front of your eyes. You fucking hypocrite.
But my
Parasocial
friend
fucking psycho. Tired of these fucking people on the internet, man.
in Switzerland, then there's Michelle in Mexico, and Santos is starting to learn about this.
Are these people in your head or are they real? That's the you start at this point you start questioning that stuff. Are these people? Are these real people or in their head?
He doesn't talk about the nano yet, but they're working on the healing aspects. A guy almost died. Was just blown up and turned black and everything, and the doctors and the hospital, they just rejected him and wouldn't help him. So he figured out how to build the machine to counter it, and he's still alive today. Watch, it's in Santos Bonacci's video from, I don't know, probably a month or two ago. It's the healing place in I'm starting to think he might be gay.
Well, hold on. Back up here.
Out of that, I was
This is her.
20 years ahead of people. Really? And people don't want to listen to me? They'd rather listen to a 40-year-old idiot from Hollywood that just likes to crack jokes at people's expense.
But you listened.
Talk.
You listened.
You built your
to
whole
him.
life around him.
And then you got rejected, and now you're crying about it. And now he's evil. Again, man, this is not only with this woman, but in general, this is a problem that is like propagating itself on the internet. It's there's not enough people that are going out anymore. There's not enough people that have real life friends and real life communities are a part of. Everybody's sitting on the internet all day, and everybody gets these so many weird people that get these fucking stalkers. And then the minute you go, hey, look, please, can you just dial it back? You're making people uncomfortable. Then they melt down, they freak out, and then they just dedicate their entire life to taking you down. And it's like, but you loved this person a week ago. By the way, Ralph in the chat says, yes, let's listen to a homeless junkie about health.
Yes. She doesn't eat McDonald's.
Talks about dicks and penises and anuses all the time. No wonder I'm starting to think he might be gay
Talking about
or
Owen.
bisexual, I guess.
All right, so you drove all the way out to Sandpoint, Idaho to swear your fealty to a gay guy?
Bisexual.
To bisexual weirdo? It seems like you're the fuck. This is like when a woman goes, yeah, my baby daddy's a fucking loser. And it's like, okay, so you're the one that let him come in you and then decided to keep the baby? But no, you're right. He's the loser.
Maybe he's not practicing that right now because he's holier than thou. You hear my prose coming out?
Her what?
I write in prose. I'm a poetess. I write poetry.
She's a
and
poetist.
She is. I think she's a poetist.
What the fuck is a poetist?
She's a poetist.
I can't find my books and stuff. I was thinking of heading back to Western Washington where my stuff is in storage. People say go back home. Back home to where? To what? I surrendered the property I was in Birch Bay, Washington, just north of where Gig Harbor, where Owen left. See how close we were there?
Wow, dude, this is psychotic talk. Whoa, we were so close. I was so close to him. We were together.
I hope he's legitimately getting a fucking restraining order.
He should.
Because this is legit restraining order type shit now.
And how close we were here in when I was in Sandpoint. I'm in Coeur d'Alene right now. So I'm heading to Idaho today to get my medicine So I forgot what I was talking about, and it was important.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
By the way, your medicine that we're probably paying for.
Of course we're paying for it. What's she paying for? She's
but-
buying boots.
Yeah, you're buying boots and weed, but we got to pay for your medicine, right?
Ah, shoot. Well, okay, then I'll just end it here anyway. So I'll see what
Zach
I'll pick up.
Frisbee said she's visiting Red Ice next. Henrik has to go out with a fucking with a 22 rifle. Please to be getting off my property. I will be shooting you very soon.
With what I talked about on the next video. I hope everyone is well and healthy. Consider what you're sticking in your friggin' pie hole. So you know what you're doing to yourself.
I'm getting McDonald's tonight to spite this woman. I just went food shopping, and I've been very good lately about cooking. I'm getting some nuggies tonight just to spite this woman.
That's going to be on you. And the more nano you have in you, the more they can take you down because they are controlling us through this.
What's
you
nano?
can bet on it.
The nanobots. Remember she was talking about the nanobots that are...
Nana inside of us was being haunted by the ghost of Anthony Cumia.
Well, he's alive.
There's machinery going on in you. What do you think the transhumanism is? They're making us people into robots. Please wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, I don't drink coffee because of all the.
I won't put that filth
toxins.
in my body. I will not put that filth in my body.
Sorry, lady. I only drink. I only eat health burritos and smoke pot in my car. This lady, man. Jesus.